Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today we're staying on the topic of Pokemon, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, drop a like, be sure to subscribe, and as always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. So, over the years, a lot of people have speculated and tried to come up with a good reason of why Red, the Pokemon trainer, went to Mount Silver. Now, for those who don't know what Mount Silver is, it's basically a gigantic mountain in the middle of Johto and Kanto. And of course, Red, coming from Kanto, actually ended up in Johto by the end of Heart Gold and Soul Silver Pokemon games. So a lot of people have come up with reasons, different ideas of why he might have went up there. A lot of people still wonder why he went up there because he randomly just disappears and we basically don't see from him again for quite a few years in between Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Black and White 2. Um, so one of the main things people have said over the years is that he went up there to train. Now, it's fairly plausible. You know, the Mount Silver is not an easy place. It is full of very, very high level Pokemon, and of course, us knowing Red as the audience, we do. He is a very strong trainer. There's no denying that. So, you know, he could have went up there to easily train his Pokemon higher and higher, and each level kept going even stronger and stronger. But a lot of people have also said he went up there because he couldn't handle the fame of being Kanto champion. Now, for those who don't know, Red was actually a champion, but he actually got rid of his spot and gave it to Lance, who is the Dragon Elite Four member in Kanto. So it was very interesting, that one for me, because I feel like, you know, becoming someone popular and someone really, really well known, especially in the Pokemon world, it does come along with a lot of pressure, and a lot of fame can get to your head and make you just not enjoy life as much. So a lot of people have suggested that he went to Mount Silver because he could easily have gone, yeah, this whole fame thing isn't for me. I'd rather be left alone with my Pokemon. And like, there is one thing I will say about Red. He was never really a people's person. At least in my opinion. I feel like he's a lot more understanding with his Pokemon than he is with actual humans, which is quite interesting. Because obviously in the game, a lot of the shift is towards that people use Pokemon for their own benefit, but maybe Red needed Pokemon. You know, maybe the humans and dealing with Blue all the time. Maybe it gave him a bit of a way out, and to be himself and just try and avoid the whole celebration of him becoming Kanto champions kind of thing. So there is that theory. Another theory is that, of course, in the 4 or 5 episode small series called Pokemon Origins, it is slightly different to what we do in the games as Red, but it is very, very similar in terms of comparison. So in Pokemon Origins, he completes the Pokedex, he captures Mewtwo, and Professor Oak tells him about Mew. Now, that basically could spark something in his mind where he could have went, wait a minute, there's more than 150 Pokemon. There's 151 Pokemon, and obviously these days there's way more. But back then when he was basically the very first protagonist we played in any of the games, and there was only 150, 151 Pokemon, he obviously set out to try and find Mew, which, believe it or not, in the final episode of Pokemon Origins, we actually see Mew in Pallet Town, right outside the lab or the house that he's in, and he literally stands up, says to everybody in the room, "Look, I'm gonna go and find Mew," and Mew is literally outside the window, which is kind of crazy. So it is interesting because, becoming a trainer, early days in Pokemon, you expected just to see the original 150, but then you find out there's one more, and that could have warped his mind. It could have made him really hungry to try and complete the Pokedex fully when it was just the original 151. Whether or not he found Mew in his own travels, we have no idea, because during the time gap of Heart Gold and Soul Silver alongside Black and White 2, there is a massive time difference, and he has grown up a lot since then as well, obviously in Sun and Moon, etc. But yeah, maybe Mew was the reason why he went to Mount Silver. Mew is and has been known to travel around a lot of Kanto's areas, especially Pallet Town. And who knows, maybe Mew could have just been up, in a secret location. And of course, Mount Silver is not really an area that a lot of people go to. So, you know, that could have been the reason. He could have, hated being famous and then obviously got rid of his position as champion to Lance, or he could have just went up there to simply train. Those are my three answers. They're pretty much similar to everyone else's on the internet, but I hope you enjoyed the video nevertheless. Let me know what you think. Why did Red go on top of Mount Silver? It is a question we may never know the answer to, but we can come up with a good idea. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Peace.